Hello everyone, my name is Tabby and welcome back to my channel Keeping Tabs. And today I am here to say I have finally read Throne of Glass by Sarah J Maas. It's only been, what, I don't know, forever since I've gotten this book? 4 years? Almost? 5? I don't know. I got this book in 2013 when the second book was coming out, and I thought I was going to read it and then get the second one and then be on top of the series as it was coming out. Boy, was I wrong, because this has been on my shelf since 2013, as I have just said, and I'm only now finishing it in 2018. What the heck? Anyways, I thought I would come here and talk to you about my thoughts about this book. It's just going to be a short video. It's not going to be like some kind of detailed review. I'm just talking about my thoughts, and there's going to be spoilers, but I mean, who hasn't read this book? Probably lots of people. Anyways, we're going to talk about this, okay? So I bought this book in 2013, as I said, for the third time now. In case you missed it the first two. Bought this book in 2013. That's 4 times now. Anyways, I was under the impression that this book was about a badass female assassin who was, you know, badass. I was lied to, and so I got 100 pages in, was so over it. There was nothing happening. There was no assassinating. There was no badassery. It was just these stupid little freaking contests that were just like, what the heck? And we didn't even get to see a lot of killing, and it were just a lot of dresses and a lot of, it wasn't what I wanted. So I put it down, and this has actually ended up in a lot of unhaul piles because I was so over it. But as the years went on, and as more Throne of Glass books came out, and as I watched and read and listened to book reviews for the series, I realized that this series is probably one that I'm going to freaking love. I love ACOTAR and that trilogy, so I know I'm going to love this one. Just the way people talk about it and what they say about it, it just sounds like something I'm going to love. So I decided to keep pulling it off, and it's 2018 now, and I've read it. And because I've lowered my expectations and I know what not to expect, I actually ended up really enjoying this book. So, yeah, I love Chaol. I love Chaol. I would definitely have been a Chaol shipper back in the day, but because I know Rowan is coming, I know not to get my hopes up with Chaol and Celaena, because Rowan is on his way. I just don't remember what book he comes in, but I know he's coming, and I'm just... It makes me sad though, because I really like Chaol. It also makes me sad to know that there's a whole book where Chaol's not in it. I don't like that idea at all. But I do like the idea of Tower of Dawn, which is all about him. So at this point, I'm just reading to get to Tower of Dawn because I just want to know more about Chaol. I freaking love Chaol. Did I say that? I'll say it again. I love Chaol. I don't really like Dorian. I mean, I like him, but... I mean, you know, I feel he was a little too pushy, and he was a little too, like, open with Celaena. We all know what Celaena is like because we're in her head, but he doesn't. He's bringing home this assassin, Ardalan's most feared whatever assassin. I don't know how she got that title, but she's got it, and he doesn't know that she's not the feared whatever assassin that she's said to be because she doesn't do anything. But he is just opening up to her, telling her everything, always in her room, like wanting to kiss her. And I'm just like, can we slow down with this? Can we just not do that? I mean, I like Dorian, but I feel like there's always like the cocky prince and then the like soldier boy. And I always love the soldier boy more if we just look at like the Lunar Chronicles. Thorn is very much like a Dorian character, and Wolf is like a Chaol character, and I love Wolf more. And if we look at Nikolai and Mal from Shadow and Bone, Nikolai is the prince, and he's like cocky, and he's just so sure of himself all the time, and I love Nikolai, I do. I love Dorian too, but then we have Mal, who is the soldier boy, and I love him more. I love my soldier boys. I love them. So, anyways, what was I talking about? Dorian. He was just so open to Celaena, and it was just like, what the heck, she's an assassin, why are you telling her all of this? Chaol was the only smart one who kept reminding himself not to get too close, even though he was falling for her, but he knew she's an assassin, he has to be careful. He was the only smart one. And can we talk about the end where she's in the ring, and she's like almost dying, and Chaol is on his hands and knees, and he's got a tear in his eye, and he's telling her to keep going, to get up, Celaena, please. I love Chaol. I really liked that scene. One of the most... The scene that I was the most annoyed of was the Yule Miss Ball. And there's plenty of instances and scenes where Celaena has the opportunity to be a badass assassin and she's just not. She's just average. She's an average assassin. Maybe even below. I don't know. But the Yule Miss Ball, she goes and she tells herself she's only going to keep an eye on Nehemia because she thinks Nehemia is controlling that demon beast thing that's killing everybody. So she says, I'm gonna go to the Yule Miss Ball, I'm gonna keep an eye on Nehemia, and if the demon thing comes, I'm gonna kill the demon thing, I'm gonna stop Nehemia, blah 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 blah. Okay? And it makes sense. Like, that's such an assassin thing to do. Keep an eye on the enemy, blah blah blah. She gets to the Yule Miss Ball. 5 minutes later, Nehemia decides to leave the ball, and Celaena decides to stay because she's wearing a pretty dress and nobody has asked her to dance yet. So she decides to stay. And I don't understand why she decides that, because didn't she want to keep an eye on Nehemia? She's leaving and you're staying. I don't understand how that makes any sense. And then she says, oh, I'll just stay, and then if the beast comes, I'll just kill the beast. But you don't know what the beast is like. You don't know if you can even take him on. You do know how Nehemia fights, though, because you've been training. So why wouldn't you follow her? Why? I know we had to get that whole Cinderella scene, and I know we had to get that scene where she dances with Dorian and blah, 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 but it was just so annoying because she went there to keep an eye on Nehemia, and then Nehemia leaves, and then she's like, oh, well, I'm here now, so I'll just stay. Ugh! It was so annoying. It was so annoying. Yeah. I know it sounds like I probably don't like this book. I do like it. I do like this book, and I'm going to continue on. I tend to like books that make me, like, not angry, but just, like, frustrated. Like, why are they doing this? I tend to like books like that because they get me real riled up, the decisions that characters make. Celaena. But yeah, I'm going to continue with this series. I liked it. I just want to get more Chaol, and I want to meet Rowan. Honestly, the only reason I kept pulling this out of the Unhaul pile was because of all of the Rowan fan art I have seen on Tumblr. I need to meet this dude. I need to meet him. I need to meet him. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this book. It's all over the place, but I thought I would share. I know it's old news, but whatever, I'm reading it now. So yeah, comment down below if you've read the series, if you're thinking about reading it, if you've continued on with the series, or if you stopped, and what your favorite book is. And were you a Chaol or a Dorian person back in the day when it was only those two that were potential suitors? I know there's Rowan in the picture, but I love Chaol so much, and I cannot wait for Tower of Dawn. I can't. Anyways, comment down below. Comment if I should read... What's the bind up? The bind up of novellas. What's it called? Assassin's Blade. Do I need to read that? Because I'm not a fan of novellas, but then I've also heard that it reads like a novel. So tell me, like, is it necessary? Do I need to? Will I still get the story if I don't read the novellas? Because at this point, I'm not really wanting to read the novellas. But let me know. Comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later with whatever video I decide to do next. Bye!